It's KNPR's State of Nevada. I'm Ian Milchrist. Organist Douglas Bruce is currently on a tour of the United States. He was born in Scotland, educated in England, and is now the principal organist at St. Franz Xaver Kirche in Münchenstein, Switzerland. He'll be playing at a choral evensong at 5:30 this Sunday evening at All Saints Episcopal Church on West Washington Avenue. After the service, Douglas Bruce will then play a recital. We recently spoke with him, and he joined us from his hotel in Los Angeles. We began the conversation by asking him to explain how a Scottish-born organist ended up playing in a church in Switzerland.
I was not always an organist from my main career. I did take my musical diplomas in the late 1960s, but I also took a CPA, as it were, diploma.
So you're an accountant?
Chartered accountant, as it is in Scotland. And most of my life was spent as an accountant.
And when did you make the transition to full-time musician?
My employer offered an early retirement package way back about 7 years ago, and I decided to take advantage and switch from being a Sunday organist to being a 7365 organist.
And that involved migrating to Switzerland?
No, because I was in Switzerland for the previous, I've been in Switzerland now for 34 years. It just so happened my last accountancy job was in Switzerland at an organization known as the Bank for International Settlements. That is an international financial institution in which the central banks of each country are shareholders and are depositors. And one of our long-standing directors, until he retired, was Alan Greenspan.
Okay, and so you've actually had your hands on the levers of international finance.
As I have been one of the, the controllers, controlling the international bankers.
Okay, and so you're in the United States right now on a concert tour, recital tour?
That's it, yes.
And on Sunday night you'll be playing a recital after evensong at the All Saints Episcopal Church on West Washington. Yes. What kind of pieces are you going to be playing on Sunday night?
I usually try and play a variety of pieces. Some are lighter, others are more serious for the benefit of any organists who are in the audience. But I usually try and leaven this with a lot of smaller, lighter, and, more melodious pieces.
And so would we count Rastlin's aria as one of those?
That's a very lyrical one. It's meant for a large space, because Liverpool Cathedral, where Noel was organist, is the largest church, it's the largest organ in the United Kingdom. And Noel once said to me, God created great spaces, and he gave us time, and I'm going to fill it all with great music.
And have you had any luck finding places that wonderful in the United States on this concert tour?
No, in fact, I've found this concert tour, all the churches, all the organs have been great. For instance, tomorrow, Wednesday, I'll be playing in the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels in Los Angeles. It's one of the most marvelous church buildings an organist could ever hope to play in. The organ is, outside France, probably the finest instrument on which one can play the French Romantic organ repertory. I think it's paradise. And the same evening, tomorrow evening, I'm playing at the German Methodist Church in Glendale, California, which is a much smaller instrument, but it's beautiful in its own way.
And have you played on the All Saints church organ before?
I haven't, in fact. I've only so far played in the state of Nevada in Reno at Trinity Church.
I believe you're also going to be playing Petrellis Allegro on Sunday night as well. Tell us about that music.
The organist of Cremona Cathedral, Vincenzo Petrelli, who was born in about 1832, died in 1889, was a very operatically influenced organist, and it was at a time when church musicians in the Catholic denomination felt that they could open the windows a bit and take on influences from the theater, or in the case of Petrelli, from the opera. So it sounds rather like a Rossini overture. The same was going on in France at the same time. Unfortunately, after 20 years, the movement went too far, and people started playing the meditation from Thais during the Eucharist, and the priests decided to clamp down. So this was a window of opportunity in the mid-19th century in which music in the church became very florid.
And so when people hear this on Sunday nights, it is going to be a very extravagant and...
It's a very short piece, but it's got a lot of applause music. In other words, it's sort of ding-da-da-ding-da-da-ding, just trying to drum up applause at the very end, which is, of course, the reason why I play it at the close.
Douglas Bruce is the principal organist at St. Franz Xaver Kirche in Münchenstein, Switzerland. He'll be playing a choral evensong at 5:30 this Sunday evening at All Saints Episcopal Church on West Washington Avenue, and he'll play a recital immediately after the service. And thank you for joining us this hour. Our producers include Carolyn Cresser and Lee Hernandez. Rich Copeland and Ronald Corso are our technical directors. Danielle Branton is our web guru and staff photographer. Our intern is Nancy Normile. For Dave Burns, I'm Ian Milchrist. For information about future programs, go to knpr.org and register for SON First.